Basketball fans, we have got ourselves a matchup tonight in the NBA Cup. Technically tomorrow as I record this, but tonight as y'all watch, the Suns will be taking on the Lakers in the NBA Cup in Phoenix, and Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal will both be returning to the lineup for this game. We get to watch pretty much the full strength Lakers against pretty much the full strength Suns in an in-season tournament game. LeBron versus KD. Could it be much better than that on a Tuesday night? I don't really think so. This is a matchup that I am super duper excited about, and I am happy to see KD coming back because that just ups that talent level in the West to even another level. The Suns are 8-1 so far this season when Kevin Durant plays, 1-6 when he does not. Was playing like a serious MVP candidate prior to his injury, and at this point, yes, he's missed a few games, but he still has another 10 or so he can afford to miss this season and still be in award conversation, because I believe he only missed 7 games and you can miss up to 17. So he's got 10 more that he can still play with this season. Now, if he can stay healthy for the rest of the season, he's one of those guys I think is actually a dark horse MVP candidate if something were to go wrong with Jokic or something along those lines, because he was playing incredible basketball to start the season. And I want to talk about how adding him back to the lineup is going to make Phoenix significantly more scary. Before we hop into the video, if y'all haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 1,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I'm uploading every single day, tons of consistent daily My Team content, NBA content. I'm sorry, this ain't the 2K channel. With that being said, without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's talk. So Kevin Durant, to this point in the season, through 9 games, I believe the 9th game was the one in which he got hurt, but through 8 games, basically was averaging about 28, 7, and 5, 3, and 3.5 on Kevin Durant type efficiency. 55% from the field, 43% from 3, only 83.6% from the free throw line, which is low by KD's standards. Like, one of the most efficient scorers in basketball, and it is so impressive to see how well he still plays at a high level at 37 years old, 36 years old now. I'm sorry. He still really has the slashing ability and the ability to finish the rim and attack the rim with confidence, which is something that I kind of would have thought he would have lost, especially later on in his career, post Achilles injury, all that type of stuff. It would be totally logical to expect that aspect of his game to fade away a little bit, but it hasn't. And that's been really, really impressive to see. KD is just continuing to play such high level basketball and impact the game in so many ways. And I mean, we see it with the Suns being 8-1 in the games he's played this season, including some really nice wins. Now, without him, they have slipped down significantly in the Western Conference standings very quickly. They were a 1 seed, 2 seed. Now they're the 7 seed just after a few games of not having KD. They've lost 5 in a row. Like, this is an important game for the Suns to get back on track, and an important game for the Lakers to continue to try to establish themselves as Western Conference contenders, solidify themselves in that top 4 as best as they can, because there's a bunch of teams nipping at their heels right now. So this is an important game for both of these teams and a very exciting game for us as fans to get to watch. I mean, you just don't know how many more LeBron versus KD matchups you're going to get at the end of the day. And look, for someone like me, and I think a lot of y'all like me, who are in that age 15 to 25 or 30 demographic, the era that we really started paying attention to basketball was Kobe, LeBron, KD. You know what I mean? Those types of guys. I feel like LeBron and KD have been a big part of our basketball journey for such a long time now. They're both so incredible, and it's going to be awesome to get to watch that matchup. It's kind of the main thing I'm saying. So yes, that's a little bit of a tangent, but I'm excited about this matchup. I really am. There's not much better for me as a basketball fan than to watch Kevin Durant versus LeBron James in a game that matters in 2024 when they are both still playing at this high of a level, both of them playing like a top 10 player in basketball. And look, adding Bradley Beal, he's not the name KD is at the same level, but he's still a really impactful, very solid NBA player who I think is potentially maybe finding his role a little bit better this season. There's a little more chemistry there. The shooting is nice. Last year was a struggle for Beal, right? Like, it hasn't been great. He has a calf injury, but again, I don't think it's a serious injury. He should be right back. The efficiency last year was good, but the problem was it felt like there was a lack of cohesiveness with the team because they never really played together, all 3 of them, as much as they wanted to last season. The playoffs were rough. Beal had a really bad game 5 in that clinching loss to the Timberwolves. But this year, I feel like has played solid to this point. He's not turning the ball over much at all, which is always very encouraging. His efficiency is decent. It's not like unbelievably good, but it's very solid. 38% from 3 this year on almost 7 attempts a game, I like the confidence with which he's playing in the games he's played. And yes, he's missed a few games, missed a couple weeks. I'm not super concerned. I think Beal is a very important addition to the Suns team as well. It's not just KD. Beal is 100% still an impact guy. And adding him back into the mix is certainly going to, again, help this Phoenix team. And look, 9-7 in the West is not 9-7 in the East. I mean, that would be a lot. They'd be in a lot better situation if they were in that Eastern Conference, but they do, like I said, have some good wins. I mean, the Clippers on opening night was a feisty game. They beat the Mavs twice. They beat the Lakers already. They beat the Clippers again. Some solid wins to start the year before, obviously, this recent stretch without KD. Getting him back, though, I mean, it gives them an opportunity to try to go back on a little bit of a run and get themselves back into that top 4 contention. Playing a little bit weaker competition in the near future in teams like Brooklyn, San Antonio, maybe New Orleans, Miami, Indiana, Detroit. They get a decent chunk of like relatively easier matchups and some tougher ones mixed in there as well. I mean, Denver on Christmas, then Dallas, then Golden State, then Memphis. That's a tough little lineup of Western Conference teams, 2 Denvers, and then a couple other good Western Conference teams. Like, it's not going to be easy. The West is never going to be easy, but this gives them an opportunity to try to get back on that hot streak that they were on to start the year and set the Suns up for a lot of success as the season progresses. Now, I am still, in all honesty, worried because Tyus Jones is good, right? But I don't know how much of a massive impact guy he's going to be as a playoff caliber PG at this point in his career. It's just hard to trust that exactly, but he's been shooting the 3-ball really well. And that's, I mean, as long as he continues to shoot the ball well and play good, I don't know if I trust him in the playoffs as a starting PG exactly, 30 plus minutes a game, but he's been a good addition for this team. Grayson Allen is still an absolute shooter. I just worry about the big man spot. I mean, Nurkic, I honestly think started the season pretty well, but has kind of been pretty rough as of late. Only 30% from the 3 and 40% from the field as an inside type big is not good. He shoots too many threes for how good he's been shooting them. I like Ryan Dunn as a 3 and D guard a lot. I think he was a huge addition to this team as well. Getting guys like him and Royce O'Neal were big additions that helped this team's defense out for sure. But at the same time, again, I do kind of wonder how they're going to compete against the best in the Western Conference, because I don't feel like they realistically in a playoff game have the ability to guard the Jamal Murray Jokic pick and roll, guard the versatility of the Thunder offensively and defensively. Honestly, I think they're in a bad matchup there. The Mavs, yes, they beat the Mavs twice this season, but the Mavs have kind of owned Phoenix the last couple of years, and Luka's pick and roll against that team is going to be tough for them to stop, I think. I just think they might have tough matchups in the West. So I have my expectations capped at this point of the year a little bit for the Suns. But look, they were playing awesome to start the year, including beating a couple of those teams that I'm talking about. And they're going to get an opportunity to play Dallas again, play Denver again a couple times here in about a month. And between now and then, let's just hope guys can stay healthy. Let's hope they can get back on their hot streak. And I'm excited to watch at the end of the day, man. 2 very big stars coming back into games this week, which is super nice. Also, shout out, I'm not making a video about it, but DeJounte Murray is back. Obviously, KP, I made a video on that, returned yesterday and looked decent. Like, the NBA is getting healthy again, and that's a good state for it to be. We want that for the watchability of all these games and the competitiveness of these teams like the Hornets. The Pelicans, I should say, for sure. Getting some guys back will help them. And you know what? I'm excited for the next month or so NBA basketball. We got a lot of good matchups. The NBA Cup's going to be enthralling. We got some fun matchups tonight as well. I'm going to be watching this LeBron KD game, and I bet y'all should too. It's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. I'm glad KD's coming back tonight and not like next week, because we got a great matchup tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If y'all did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more NBA content very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.